Alright, hello and welcome to the EVSE family channel. So today, I'm going to do a nice quick little review here of something that I just got and have been testing out and I think is really great. It is this wireless charging pad upgrade from Handshow. And I think that this is a huge upgrade over the wireless charging pad that comes standard in the Rivian. The installation is quite easy, and this adds some nice features in here that make things pretty cool. So let's take a look at this and I'll give you my quick, honest review and opinion about it.
That's right.
Alright, so I do like that the Rivian R1S and R1T both come with this wireless charging pad here in the central console. It is pretty convenient for, just throwing your phone there and charging, but there are some downsides of it. I'd say first off, it's actually not that dissimilar from this one, and so you have the two spots here. However, they are not at all grippy, and so I would find I'd throw my phone here, be charging, and then when you're driving around, it slides off, and you're just never getting a good charge. Plus, with wireless charging like this, basically unless it's perfectly lined up, you're not getting the best rates, and you can get a pretty big loss of charging speed, and it can heat up quite a bit as well. So that's never great, and because it heats up, then your phone will also stop charging a lot of the time, I found. So this one is nice. One thing I do wish it had was MagSafe to get it perfectly lined up. I have tried some other ones that do have that in it. Really gets things nicely locked in and holds it there. But I do find that with this grippy material here and this little ridge here that holds it in, it actually does a really good job of holding it still. So it's not a big downside there. And you can see, it's really easy to get that in there and charging. Much better than the included one. Now, some of the other cool things about this are, you'll see here, I don't need any wires that are running from here. Other ones I've tried will basically run two cables down here, and you have to plug them into the USB-C outlets down here. And the downside is then you're losing access to these ports because it's charging there. Whereas this one actually goes right into the main fuse thing, the same cable that is used for the factory wireless charging pad. So that is pretty great, and it means that you get some good speeds on here. And then the other cool bit here is that because of that, this itself is obviously powered to charge your phone, but you have two USB-C ports here and a USB-A, all for charging as well. So those are not for data, but at least as far as I know, they are quite nice for charging. And then you can, again, keep access to these two for your data and charging needs. And so if you really want, you can just use a cable here with these in case your phone doesn't have wireless charging, or if you want to get the faster charging speeds that come with that. So that is quite nice as well. All right, now one of the other best parts about this is it is, as you can see, lit up, and it has multiple different options of colors that you can have here. So what I like is that a lot of these are actually closely matched to the lighting that you now have as an option for ambient lighting in here. And I think it looks pretty nice, so I'm going to go with this kind of nice, cool blue color I like. Is a little more calming for us. But, if you're somebody who likes, this yellow, oh, this one changes, that's cool. Kind of rainbow one. A little slower changing. And here, look at that. Dancing rainbows. I don't think the camera can pick that up very well. There you go. Yeah, sweet. Or just off if you don't like it at all. But I personally like, where was it? This kind of cool blue one matches this mode. So nice to have that too, and I think that is fairly subtle. I'm not always the biggest fan of all of these LED lights and stuff in here. I feel like it can sometimes feel too much like a gaming PC or something, but I think this is just a nice little thing, and since it matches the colors along the side here that you can customize now in here, which was a pretty cool software update that we got a few revisions ago. I think this looks nice and pretty classy, if I do say so myself. Alright, and installation of this was pretty easy as well. So like I said, you do have to connect a cable that's in here, and you actually take out the old pad, but they give you a nice little tool, and you essentially just kind of stick it in here. There's two clips that you very easily pop out, and then this will pop right in there, and it stays in here super secure. It's not going anywhere. And I just like that it feels very kind of OEM then, but also very, very easy to install here. Nothing that you feel like you're gonna have a chance of breaking something or messing with your warranty or anything like that. So that works great. And as far as charging goes, it's a wireless charging thing. It works great. It is convenient, but it's not the fastest charging that you can get, and it definitely does heat up your phone, especially here in the Rivian. Between the expensive sunlight here and sunroof here, and then like the big windows. This does get a lot of sun in here, especially like in the summer, and so this can heat up. And between the wireless charging, heating your phone up, and then like the sun itself, I've just found that things here do tend to get pretty hot pretty quickly, and you can overheat your phone this way. It'd be nice if they had like a built-in fan or something maybe in here to get some air going over here and keep it cool down. But you know, your other option is you do have the vents here. You can just kind of point them down and at least keep it a little bit cool that way. So I will keep testing this and reporting back throughout the summer and seeing if we have any issues with it. So far, no real issues with it. Just you know, a couple of times that it has definitely felt pretty warm after, you know, an hour or so of charging. But, you know, in those cases, I find that I'm just kind of gravitating toward using these charging ports instead with the cable, and that works great. All right, so that is the wireless charging pad from Handshow, and I do want to thank my friends there for sending this over for me to check out. If you're interested in getting your own, you'll find a link down in the description below. Make sure to use my link and code to save and to help support the channel. Costs you nothing extra, and yeah, very little one of these does help me keep making awesome videos like this and bringing you more and more EV content, especially news and reviews. And there's some other cool stuff from Handshow that we should be checking out soon as well. So stay tuned for all of that. If you're not subscribed, definitely do that now. With that, thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you out there on the road soon.